Alright, so we've looked at factoring polynomials with 2 or 3 terms. Now we're going to look at 4 terms. So we're factoring polynomials with 4 terms. Alright, we're going to do actually a really early listening check where it says example. Go ahead and put example 4. So right in that box, go ahead and put example 4. Alright, so basically you're going to copy the question. You're going to draw a 2 by 2 box. This one's actually going to be easier than everything because it's already done for you. You don't have to find 2 numbers. And you're just going to follow the instructions. So always put the first term in the first box, just like we did before. Put the last term in the last box. And then does it have 2 or 3 terms? No. So we're actually going down this other way. So now it says, alright, put the other 2 terms in the boxes. So go ahead and put the 2 terms in the box. So negative 24x squared and negative 2x. Perfect. But you got to check, make sure that the x multiplies the same. So yeah, it does. So find the horizontal common factor just like before. The only thing is you don't have to find the 2 numbers. Horizontal. So I can take out x. X what's? X squared. Then what's common with 24 and 48? 24. So once you've taken the greatest common factor out, now we find what goes into the mixed spaces. So ask what a times c gives you a. Put your answer where c is. And you should be good at this by now. So let's do the x first. We only do one more x. And then 24 times something's 48. That's going to be what? 2. So 24x squared times 2x is 48x cubed. Alright, then you're going to do ask what b times c gives you small b, put your answer where b is. So we've already done this before, you should already know this. Take x is already there, 2 is already there, so what? We needed negative 1, because we need it to become negative 2x, so just negative 1. So negative 1 times negative 2x is positive 2x. Ask what a times d gives you little c, put your answer where d is. Alright, so same as before. So 24x squared times something is going to give me negative 24x squared, that's got to be what? Negative 1. And then you're going to check everything to make sure that you did it correctly. Alright, so checking it, yeah, negative 24x squared. So check the entire thing to make sure you're right. So 24x squared times 2x is 48x cubed. Times negative 1 is negative 24, yep, and yep. Alright, so good. So the 4 one is actually easy because it's already done for you. Alright, so let's go ahead and write out the answer. 24x squared minus 1 times 2x minus 1. It's simple, real easy. Alright, we'll do a couple more examples and then we should be good. So let's take a look at another one. Alright, here's another listening check. Go ahead and write down example 5. Okay, so that box is example 5. That'll be a listening check.
You will find me there. Everything I have is because of you. It's because of you. And now we sing tonight. I'm giving you all.
Alright, so again we're looking at 4 terms, so we could just go directly to that. Does it have 2 or 3 terms? Nope. 3 would go to the left, 4 would go to the right, so we're going no. Alright, so draw your 2 by 2 box again. And same as before, we're going to put the first number in the first box and the last number in the last box. So 10fg in the first box and the last term is 27. Alright, then the other 2, just put them in order in the remaining boxes. And then just make sure you check the x to make sure that it's equal to each other so that you know you're not doing this wrong. So negative 30f, check your x, that's going to be 270, positive 270 both ways, so you're fine that way. You just make sure you check your box so you're not wasting your time. Alright, find the horizontal greatest common factor. So let's take everything out. What's common? F is common, and what 10 is common. Alright, so now you're going to check what a times c gives small a. So 10f times something gives you that. The only thing missing there is g. So g. So 10f times g is 10fg. Alright, then what b times c gives you b. So that times I gives the g's already there. So we're missing negative 9. Alright, final box. So what a times d gives you that. So that's f's already there. So I need negative 3 in order to make it 30. Yep. So check it. Check the entire box. That's right. Yep. Yep. And that last one's the one that's more important because you haven't seen it before. So negative 9 times negative 3 is positive 27. Then just write out your answer. Alright, and that's pretty much it. So doing 4 terms is the same as 3 terms, only you don't have to factor, or rather you don't have to find the 2 numbers. Alright, we're going to take a look at another example. This is a listening check. I made a mistake here, so do not write this down. Do not copy this down. This is a listening check because I'm actually going forward through it. Do not copy this down. See? Definitely don't copy it down. Now, if you didn't hear me the 1,000 times I just said this, you deserve a 0. Alright, here's the last example. And this is going to be example 6. So listening check is example 6 on that. Alright, so same thing as before, you're going to draw your 2x2 box. Your first term in the first box, your last term in the last box. We're going to put the other 2 terms in the remaining boxes. Then take out the greatest common factor, so x squared and 5. Okay, then ask what 5x squared times something gives you 15x to the 4. So let's do x's first. You need an x squared so it can be 4. And then 5 times what? 3. It's going to give me 15x4. Check the next box. So this one's x squared, so it's already x. 3, 2. 2 times 3, x squared is 6x squared. Take that one. X is already there, x squared is already there, so we need a negative 2. So 5x squared times negative 2 is going to give me that negative 10x. And then again, check your entire box. So yep, 15x to the 4th, that's negative 10x squared, that's 6x squared, and finally that's negative 4. So we're right. So that's our solution. So then we're going to write it out that this is our factored terms. So now we only have one more step to go. Believe it or not, we're doing all this thing to get to a certain question. Alright, so we only have that one last thing to do and then we're done.